Hello, my friends. It's been a little while, right? Yeah, but I've been taking some time off for myself to, you know, do some extra hermit mode, which is much needed at this time. Never thought I'd be saying that after 20, plus years of doing this same thing. Um, but I've been getting out. I've been going out pretty much almost every day. Today was the only day that I didn't. I've been going to the woods on a daily basis to meditate and enjoy some time with myself, doing a lot of introspection, talking to my three friends, walking around nature, enjoying creation, divinity. I want to dedicate this video to all the wounded warriors that are out there. I don't know how your journey has been so far, but I do know one thing. Wear your battle scars proudly, even though other people can't see them. You know what you've been through, and I'm sure it has been a lot because we all go through a lot in our lives. Some people may be luckier than others, but life in itself usually is not, a sea of roses unless you're extremely fortunate and you'll have a lot of dharma from a past life or something like that. So there's gonna come a point in your life where things will get better, trust me. Because nothing lasts forever, okay? No matter how bad things are. Everything is cyclical in nature. That's the way the universe works. So just keep that in mind, that if at this very moment you're going through some sort of rough patch or whatever it is, it won't last forever. It never does. And once you've been through enough experiences and battles, the hard ones, the ones that took a lot out of you to learn, the ones that gave you a lot of, deep scars that nobody else can see them, but you know they're there because you carry them with you. They'll be with you for your whole life. And I've said this many times in the past, and I'm gonna say it again. You may not remember this, but you chose all of this stuff. Because that version of you, that divine part of you that knows it all, and it chose to come here to experience other things other than itself. All the hardships, all the struggles, all the things that people go through in life. That part of you knew that you could handle everything that got thrown your way so far in your life. So never forget that. Know it in your heart and soul that whatever it is that happened to you, or whatever it is that is happening to you at this very moment, you knew you could do it. And that's why you chose these things to happen. And keep in mind that once these things are done and over with, the growth, the experience, the learning, the elevation, and all the things that you're going to bring from those experiences into your life, into what comes next, that's what's going to set you apart from everybody else. That is what is going to make you the person who can do everything. Because now you understand how things are. For some of us, it may take a long time and a lot of lessons. For others, maybe not so much. It really depends. We all have our own journey and our own experiences to deal with it down here. But you need to understand that without any of these things happening, you wouldn't be the person that you are today. You know, there's this tree to the place that I go to that I always have this conversation with. What sets this tree apart from the others is that it's a pretty big, strong, majestic tree. It's missing a huge limb, like one of the branches up top that snapped out and it's no longer there. And I always make this point when I talk to this tree that we have a lot in common. Because it's a pretty big branch that is gone. And yet, the tree is still there, doing just fine. Because it adapted to it. And this is how I see, people like myself and like probably a lot of you that watch my stuff. Just because other people can't see your scars and the things that you've been through doesn't make them go away. They're still there. You know it better than anybody. And I'm not making this video to make this sound like a negative thing, because that's not the point at all. I'm making this video to just be that reminder to all of us that, and I've said this before too, look, I don't know what you've been through, okay? But based on my personal life, my personal journey, my personal experience up until this point, if it's anything like what I've been through, be proud of yourself. You're still standing after all. You haven't given up. From this point forward, all you have to do is keep pushing, keep going. Knowing fully well that whatever it is that you decide to do, or whatever it is that comes your way next, none of it is accidental. And now that you're aligned, you're gonna meet people who think like you, who see things the way you do. So everything is going to be better no matter what. That's the beauty of the battle scars that we carry with ourselves. once we learn the lessons, we just incorporate all of those things into our daily lives, and we get a much better understanding and knowing on how to handle things a certain way, deal with things a certain way, understand the whole process much more clear in so many ways. And yes, sometimes it can be tiring and exhausting. There will be times where you're gonna feel, a little depleted here and there. But don't let that be the thing that holds you down at all. Because, like I said, nothing lasts forever. And this is really all I wanted to talk about today. I know I haven't been around much, my friends, but I'm really needing to take some time for myself at this, stage of my life. Let us call it a transition period. If you've been following my channel, you know what I am talking about. You know what's happening, what's happened to me recently. And, I've done some things quite recently that I'm extremely happy that I did what I did and satisfied. And I know that I did the right thing for sure, now more than ever. Sometimes you really need to let go of everything. And you will know it in your heart what no longer serves you, what no longer is aligned with you. When that day comes, do the right thing. Make the right choice. Because it will be so much more beneficial to you in every single way. Even though you may not know it yet. You have to know how to trust. You have to learn how to, go with the flow and surrender to the whole process sometimes. It's just the way it is. As long as you trust in yourself and you believe in yourself, and you know that deep down, your soul level, that you did what you had to do, everything is going to be fine, my friends. Everything. So this is really all I wanted to talk about today. I hope everyone is doing fine. I hope everyone is doing well. As you can see, I'm doing fine. Don't worry about me. Let me worry about myself. And you worry about you. Okay? So I love you all. And I will catch you next time. Take care, my friends.